Okay friends, welcome back to another Airdrops video, and today we have a lot of news to cover and I want you to stay tuned into the channel, press the subscribe button because I'm preparing a video that is going to be live tomorrow that is going to be absolutely insane. So first of all, right now we're in a bull run, in a very big bull run, and that means that the best airdrops are going to happen during the next 4 to 5 months. You need to be prepared because in Q1 2025 all of the major airdrops that we have been waiting for the past 1.5 years will have airdropped, and the whole market is going up, and possibly with Trump administration it will continue to go up. So right now is your last opportunity to get these initial funds and get started with a great capital and multiply that 2 times, 3 times, and then just make passive income through DeFi. You can see over here how Solana is so strong. You can see Ethereum and Bitcoin, but essentially Solana is the big winner. It's completely differentiated from Ethereum and it even outperforms Bitcoin. Solana is the narrative. Keep it in your mind for this video and the next. And let's get into the news. The first thing that I want to talk about is not something new, but it is something so important. Sollayer is preparing to start their own stablecoin. This is super important because it will increase the revenue and it will increase the utility, the valuation of Sollayer. So what does this mean? As you are farming Sollayer, you will get the Sollayer token. This token, through the launch of this yield-bearing USD coin, is going to be absolutely insane. Essentially, you will have so much utility and so much power through Sollayer that it's going to be crazy. So you should really start farming Sollayer right now because it's too early. It's so important. This is such an important airdrop to farm. And also you get appreciation in Solana value. So you have so many wins at once. Next, I want to talk about optimism and how the previous airdrop cooked. So we got a very nice airdrop and we're going to get even more from optimism. There are not a lot of users, so competition is low. The airdrop is very nice, $500 for some kind of transactions and interactions. And this airdrop is very closely related to Jumper, very closely related to layer 3. So be around optimism and optimism networks, and more on that later on, but keep it in mind. Solana, Sollayer, Optimism, layer 3, Jumper exchange. The next thing is that Grass is preparing to launch, and Grass, guys, will probably have a fully diluted valuation of around 1 billion. The airdrop will be good. Nothing insane, but very good for the majority of people. 10% of the supply. And what I want to tell you is that Grass is not a coin that you want to flip. This is a coin that you may want to hold into the future. The things that these guys built are so important for what is happening in the next few years. AI, but the most important thing of AI is data. I'm a machine learning developer and researcher, and I know exactly how important what Grass does. It's very important. Live context retrieval, also very important. This has the potential to be one of the biggest products in crypto, which is not essentially crypto or blockchain related, but data and AI related. I'm very bullish on it. I think it's absolutely going to cook. And in general, the Grass token will be burnable. You will use it for transactions. So that's very nice. Let's move on. Zora. Zora is an airdrop that I have high belief in. And very soon, near December, they will be doing their Optimism airdrop. 300,000 Optimism will be given to the community. But let me go to the official announcement so you don't say that I'm, doing speculation. So early December, they will distribute 300,000 Optimism tokens. And after that, they've got also a crowdfunding round, which is also very big, and they will be distributing it. And I think we're going to see the Zora token very soon as well. One of the reasons is that I think that they will want to launch their token before the rewards, so people can get the rewards to buy their token from, after airdrop number 1. So essentially get a positive investment. But we will see. Zora is going to tokenize before 2025. I'm pretty sure about that, like 99%. And in the video that I will make tomorrow, I will cover the last things that you can actually do to qualify. I think it's going to be a very good airdrop. And again, Zora builds on the Optimism superchain. So this is like the NFT network of the superchain. You got Optimism, which is like the main thing, the master of the superchain. You've got Mode, which is the DeFi/AI related, and you've got Base, which is, liquidity things. But let's move on into Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be one of the best tokens to stake, one of the best coins to hold. They're launching their meme coin trading platform, which has a lower fee than BullX and Photon. This should be absolutely amazing. And I have a very high belief about Jupiter. I'm not trading meme coins, but being around Jupiter, having the Jupiter token, getting the ASR awards and compounding your profits, getting the Jupuary awards, and in general, holding Jupiter, using Jupiter is going to be one of the best things that you can do. It's super important to understand it. They have not even burned 30% of the total supply already. And Jupuary number 2 is going to drop one of the biggest airdrops that we have ever seen. We're talking about like 500, 700, 800 million dollars to Solana users. It's going to be absolutely insane. So stay tuned for that. And of course, farm Jupiter. Chroma Network is doing their airdrop October 30. Chroma is like the gaming network of the super chain. Their first airdrop is going to be like 5%, super disappointing, but I don't think they have a lot of participants. 30 to 50,000 people did quests. There is no pre-market, no real farming done. And guys, 5%, maybe this network is worth 200 to 300 million. This is like the top, maybe 100 million. So it's not going to be something insane, but the amount of people that get this airdrop again is a very low amount of number of people. So maybe it will be a good airdrop, but again, 5% is kind of disappointing. So let's see what happens with it. I have not really farmed it. Maybe I'm eligible for some Chroma tokens, but not very bullish on that. Let's move on because Magic Eden is also going to launch their test token at the end of this month, and it plans to expand into 15 chains by the end of the year. Magic Eden started from Solana. The coin will be on Solana, so more value into the Solana chain. And let me drink some water. So let's see, guys. This testnet token will be claimable through the Magic Eden wallet on your mobile. So it's a mobile token claim, not claimable by US and UK, which is nice, less, dilution. Probably lots of people are not going to claim, so we are going to see a very big burn, and this is very interesting. So I'm really waiting to see what will happen with this test token. So let's wait and see. I think it's going to have a very nice valuation. It's going to be like mock Jup. You should not sell it when it launches. You should sell it like 2 to 3 days later on, in my opinion. But it could be absolutely, great. You will have 2 days to claim it via the mobile application. So I'm bullish on that. And of course, I'm very bullish on the real token. Maybe it's not going to be a very big initial allocation, but in my opinion, if they first expand to all of these chains, they get volume and they can do buybacks, then it's going to be absolutely insane. And their token may have such a large value. But in general, this is a net positive for Solana, which is again what I have been talking to you about. Solana is the place to be. Everything is piling up, and the important thing is that Solana doesn't even have ETFs. The Ethereum price is really supported by ETF inflows for the past few days. Otherwise, there would be so many sales of Ethereum, really. You know, Ethereum is getting drained by all of the layer 2s. So let's move on. MarginFi is collaborating with layer 3. Again, MarginFi should finally conduct their airdrop, but layer 3 on Solana is also a very, very nice opportunity. So let's see what happens with MarginFi. Hopefully they will finally tokenize. But layer 3 on Solana is such a great application, super important for Solana, but also layer 3. I'm a big advocate of layer 3, and I think you should absolutely do as many quests as possible on layer 3. This is such an undervalued application with so much future, so good awards. I'm super excited to be part of it in terms of being one of the most prominent farmers of it and one of the YouTubers that actually has promoted so much. I have high belief in layer 3 and you should too. Let's move on. Again, this is exactly what I have been talking about. Solana is very, very bullish, and staking Solana and using Solana on DeFi, compounding your Solana is super important. You do not only get price appreciation, but also you get an extra APY that is going to be even improved as the prices increase. Be on Solana, guys. That's all I have to say. Sanctum, another Solana project. They're bringing personal LSTs where you can support creators in a fundamentally new way. Also, they prepare Wonderland number 2. They prepare their Sanctum card where you can do payments, and all of these things are closely tied with Solayer, with Symmetry, with NX Finance, with Jupiter. Jupiter is like a very good partner of Sanctum. So this is very bullish news. Sanctum is going to be a new kind of bridge that bridges consumers like a payment system and influencers like Layer 3 does, like connects protocols to users. They're going to connect influencers with users and payment systems with users. So they're building complementary things to Jupiter. So I really like it, very bullish on Sanctum as well, and you should absolutely farm Sanctum Wonderland Season 2. A new chain is joining the chains of Sonium from Sony, Base from Coinbase, Unichain from Uniswap, WorldCoin from some Altman's company. So a new chain from Kraken is getting built on the superchain. Here you can see some things, some networks of the superchain. We've got Zora mode. It's going to be great. So it's going to be very, very interesting. And I really want to see how good it's going to be. We've got to see some tokenizations from Coinbase, from Kraken, from Sonium, from Zora. We've got more things to see from the superchain. And of course, everything is closely related with the Optimism token and the Optimism network and the Optimism airdrop. So the sole benefiter of this thing is going to be Optimism at the end game. Be sure of it. Again, KrakenFX is launching their chain on the Optimism task. And in tomorrow's video, we'll have some things that you can do over there for a potential future airdrop. And one of the things that I want to talk about is bridges. One of the bridges that I have high belief in is D-Bridge. They have a completely different system to other bridges, and I think it's going to be one of the best bridges for the future. So they're preparing to allow bridging from BTC to other networks, and everything settled through Solana under the hood. Again, D-Bridge is a bridge that is on Solana. Their token is on Solana, and I think D-Bridge Season 2 is a very good play. Not many farmers, and you should really give it a look, and if you can, farm it. But again, more on that later on tomorrow's video. I don't know when I will upload it. I will create it, try to upload it as fast as possible. So Solana with low transaction fees is super important, and what they try to do is have D-Bridge on every DEX, on every place, doing bridges, cross-chain bridges, without gaps, without slippage, without anything. So essentially, all of the chains become one, but every transaction settled on Solana. This is absolutely insane, and I think D-Bridge, what they're building, is what will be used by the Jupiter team. As Jupiter have said in the past, they want to be the aggregator. They want to be the place where you do your swaps across all of blockchain. You won't have to bridge. You won't have to do all of these things. You want to swap Ethereum to Solana? Good. You make the transaction, you get your Solana, no bridging, no stuff. You want to do this thing, you do this. And I think under the hood, dBridge is going to be one of the main places, one of the main applications that is going to power that is going to power this thing across all of the chains. So I find this really interesting. They're preparing to reduce their costs. Possibly we're going to get cheaper transactions, cheaper fees. And I think it's very interesting to keep your eyes on dBridge, because if they can actually build these things, they're going to be amazing. That's all for the news for today. Again, this is a pretty big video, I get it, but yeah, I think it's going to happen and it's going to be amazing. And Grass will be launching 28th October. We just got the news live in this video. Amazing, super excited. Lots of airdrops are happening. Lots of airdrops are getting prepared. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. And Tate is preparing to launch a token. So, all right, interesting. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next video, which is going to be super important. Open up notifications. Thank you for watching so far, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.